I mean, there's a whole lot of nonsense talked about food and wine.
Yeah, I was curious what you thought, yeah.
And I mean, there are some foods which are almost impossible to pair with wine. For example, I mean, I love asparagus. Asparagus are almost my favorite thing.
That is tricky.
Wine, technically speaking, no wine goes with asparagus.
Yeah, because it dries it out. Yeah.
Goes with asparagus. But I still drink wine with asparagus anyway.
Yeah.
Because I want to have a glass of wine when I have my asparagus. Maybe something really weird like a manzanilla would go with asparagus.
I think it's also how you prepare the asparagus, too.
Yeah. Well, lately, we've been just roasting them with olive oil and salt, rather than boiling them and putting a lot of butter or hollandaise on it, and roasted with olive oil and salt. You can have a greco de tufo with it or something, and it's pretty good. So,
And
but I don't like to make a fetish out of food and wine pairing, and these things. The things that all these restaurants are doing now, where, there is the wine flight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what is a wine flight?
I mean, I think it's a way for quite a lot of restaurants to flog some of their wines, which normally no one would order. But no, I mean, that's also what I love about you. And we're going to be talking more about this in our next one when we talk about your career. But you always approach everything with such enthusiasm and no pretension. And I remember... You said on one podcast that actually you think pretentiousness is a cardinal sin. And I love how you appreciate things and you've got a great eye, but you're very, you just have no pretense. Do you think that's a kind of New England thing? Do you think that's being from America and just...
I think it's kind of a New England thing. Where,
my mum can't stand snobs.
We're very kind of straight in New England, and slightly austere. And wine, rather sadly, the only thing that takes the joy out of wine is the amount of pretentiousness that's involved around it. And I mean, my favorite bit of wine pretension now is when people talk about being wine collectors.
Oh.
When people say, I'm a wine collector, I just think, well,
I say, I'm a wine accumulator. I buy wine, which I just want to share with my friends and have fun with. It's not color coordinated. Yeah. I'm not buying to sell. I would never invest in wine. I buy to enjoy it. Yeah.
So wine does, I mean, there is still a lot of snobbery and pretension around it, which is sad because basically it's such fun and it's such a life enhancer. And when you go to wine regions, there's no pretentiousness there.
They're farmers.
They're farmers.
It's agriculture.
Even the grandest ones, are farmers. And, the joy is so obvious, and pretentiousness is the one thing that can take that joy away.
I could not agree more with that sentiment.